Rock 103, Carolina's rock station. It's Rhiannon, and I have a very, very lucky, happy experience right now to be on the line with Jason Bonham. Oh, man, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us.
It is my pleasure. How are you today?
I'm doing absolutely amazing. I got to tell you, the fact that I was going to get to talk to you totally made my whole day even better. And we were chatting a little bit before I'm going live here. And one thing I didn't get to share with you quite yet, but I want to, is just recently, about a month ago, the tattoo I got on my hand was of Led Zepplin with the Icarus, everything right there.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's how much of a fan I am, just so you know.
I'm glad that you actually know what the meaning of it is as well, the Icarus story, because some of the fans will get it and they'll go, "Oh, isn't it just Robert?"
No.
With wings, and I go, No, don't you know? It flew too close to the sun.
Exactly.
And the wind, yeah.
Yep, I'm constantly explaining to people, because they're like, "Oh, that's so badass," and I'm like, "Do you know what it means? Let me tell you what it means," and I break down the whole story.
I'll give you a very funny one. So, my father's is the three circles, yes?
Yes.
So, my daughter has it tattooed on her ankle, and somebody said to her, "What is that, the sign for the Special Olympics?" And she's like, "No."
She probably wanted to hit them.
Yeah. It was like, she was like, "No. It's my grandfather's symbol. He was in a little band. My grandfather had a little band called Led Zepplin back in the day, and then just turned and strutted off."
That's so cool.
Yeah, but that's classic. I mean, that's funny though. Especially, is that the Special Olympics sign?
Yeah.
Because you're missing three circles. Thanks.
What is wrong with these people? Something's
I know.
wrong with them.
I mean, I must say, I'm very fortunate. I get to see a lot. My wife said I should do a book of all the tattoos, the Zeppelin tattoos that I get to see and sign.
Oh, yes.
I mean, it's crazy. And if I sign one time, the next year the guy will come back and he'll show me that he's had it tattooed now on his arm, the signature. And I'm like, this is just a crazy world, but they're such devoted fans. I appreciate them every time I come into town.
Yes, and that is a book I would absolutely buy, and I know a lot of other people would buy that book, just saying.
I mean, there's some amazing artwork out there, I have to say. It's phenomenal.
Well, and we're so lucky because you're coming to our neck of the woods on July 3rd for the Jukebox Heroes Tour.
Yes, it's been going great. I mean, we kind of touched on this last year. My old bandmate, Foreigner, who I was in for 4 years. I only left to do the Led Zeppelin concert and another project which kind of didn't work out in the end. But it was something that I started doing a project called the Jason Bonham Led Zepplin Experience, which for reasons which we won't go into, I changed the name to leave an opening for the use of the Zeppelin experience for the boys themselves. Let's put it this way, on their 50th anniversary.
Gotcha.
So I changed it to evening, but we started we've been going about 8 years. Last year we did a tour with Foreigner and Cheap Trick. I was asked again to come and do it again. Last year I was kind of worried that no one would be there at 7 o'clock because it was early. They proved me wrong. The music of Led Zeppelin obviously is loved by so much. And the following that has grown from me playing the music. And this is what I do when I'm not working, if you know what I mean. I have two other bands I play with between Sammy Hagar and Michael Anthony and Vic with The Circle, and then Joe Bonamassa and Glenn Hughes and Derek with Black Country Communion. This is kind of my off time. And it's just a pleasure to play this music. It started off as like a garage band. We're just going to get together and play some Zeppelin music, and has grown and grown and grown. And it's become quite a regular thing now with the fans, and it's inspirational for me. I realised one thing: I didn't just lose my father. People lost their band, they lost their drummer. So we all have this connection with the music and in our lives, and it shows. So when people come to the show, they get it, and it's it's once again to do it again this year now with Whitesnake, and I've known those. I jammed with them when I was 15.
Oh, wow.
When there was Cozy Powell was drumming for them. So we're all, it's a big connection between all of us. It's amazing.
That's so magical and beautiful just to hear you speak about it, because it's, it is true. Like for someone like me, I'm so excited, to see you guys July 3rd. I cannot wait. And so many other people are too. Do you feel like you're kind of like fulfilling, like, living out the legacy of your father with this?
Well, I won't say any of those kind of comments, because I feel much like a fan myself. So
Gotcha.
for me, this is what people say. They tell us and they write constantly, and I read all the social media stuff that they send in to me. When you can bring joy to even to 2, 3, even one person, if you can make a difference for one person's life, I'm doing something good. But it's doing more than one person. It's doing more than 10, 20, 30. There's so much positivity that comes back. I really appreciate all the comments. It's nothing but love and support, and I share them with my mom, who, is still a single woman. She never moved on from my father all these years later. She... and I share all this. I said, this is what people are saying, and, this is how much respect they have for Dad. So she's overjoyed that people are loving the show and get it. It's a band that was only around for such a short time when we look back, but the music will last forever.
Absolutely. Absolutely. 100%. Now, can I ask you, are there any other bands that you're listening to right now? Like, have you heard of Greta Van Fleet? Any thoughts on them?
It's funny. If only I had a dime for every time somebody mentioned that one. All I will say is I feel the media the pressure that they will feel, and I think being compared to Led Zepplin is a tough road, and to be classed as the next Led Zeppelin, let's just say I'm very pleased that young musicians are still playing rock and roll. It's sometimes those bands are far few between. I'm still a huge fan of. The new band called Royal Blood. Oh, yes. Which is an English band, which is the bass player and drummer. I just went to see for the first time, and completely best concert I've seen in 25 years.
They're great.
In my mind. It was to see how he does that with the bass and the guitar at the same time. It was phenomenal. So if you haven't checked them out yet, check them out. They are amazing. And there's a Rival Sons, which has a very vintage sound, like Zeppelin. They're one of my favourite bands, especially the first album, Pressure and Time. I mean, that really was. It was like out on the tiles. Pressure and Time was, and they told me, they said, "Yep, that's exactly what we went for, out on the tiles." So I mean, there's some amazing, talented bands out there. And as I said, Greta Van Fleet, I know they're all brothers, correct?
Right. Three brothers.
Yeah, I just hope that the pressure, just be yourselves, just do what we do from your heart, mate. As long as if it's real, people will get it. If it's fake, they'll see through it. So as long as it's real and comes from their heart, then it'll be great.
Right on. Now you guys are playing in New Jersey tonight, right?
We're actually Long Island. We're in Jones
that's
Beach.
Tomorrow, New Jersey. What's tonight? I'm sorry.
Yes, Jones Beach tonight.
Oh, okay, fun. Very
great,
cool.
because you're out on the water. The stage is out on the water, and the audience is on the dry land.
That's so cool. That's wicked cool. Well, we're very excited that you're going to be coming July 3rd. It's just going to be an amazing time. And I thank you so much for taking the time to speak with us. I know so many people were really excited about hearing this interview today. And we're just very thankful and grateful for everything that you do.
Well, thank you. Thank you for the support. I look forward to it. And please come back and make yourself known. Say hi. It'd be nice to put a face to the voice. And, we don't buy it. So come and say hi.
I would absolutely love that. That would make my entire year, possible lifetime.
Well, please do.
All right. Thank you so much again, Jason Bonham and the Led Zepplin Experience. You can catch them July 3rd along with Whitesnake and Foreigner. And I'll be giving away tickets to that all next week. Oh, yeah. We're going to make it happen. Thank you, Jason. We love you.
Thank you very much. Take care.
You too.